have to do this. I guess what I can do is play this. Hey, this feels wrong still. Hold on. My mouse just started moving all crazy. But I didn't open up any mouse settings. I did drop it. I did drop it. Ooh, Vizier, Spud. Thank you so much, Spud. What do we get? Pack the house. Good question. Here, watch this. Hey, Lori, how are you? Will we get offered pack the house? You think yeah? Hey Melly, how are you? Good to see you. One? You think one? They're in 62% of decks. So I wonder. Get your predictions. Everybody's betting yes? Somebody's got to bet no. Otherwise... There you go. All right. Well, you know, pretty good odds on no. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. Currently have 3. That's probably why I probably won't get any. You're doing good. That's great. I'm taking this Vizier now. Wouldn't it be funny if the next card was Pack the House? Ha ha. How about me? I'm doing okay. Let's see. I ordered some free weights, and they're actually getting shipped from Amazon. I ordered a Pokemon card that came in the mail. It says it's arriving May 26th, but it's in California. I don't know. I bet it gets here before then. All right, let's take a fire, Ellie. I'm in, baby. Oh my God, Glug. Let's not pack the house though. It's pretty good though. Criminal lineup. Man, it still feels like this mouse is moving too fast. What's like the default setting for cursor speed? That feels better. I like Burrower, but I guess we take Reapwalker. Reapwalker's really good. Could have had the best totem deck of the meta. It's not too late. Love Nimbus. I love Melomania too. Need a, what's that card called? Schooling? But I'll probably get offered Schooling, right? I like Famished Fool. This should be a Murloc. Yeah, I'll take some card draw. Someone's beard hair is in my mouth. Let's take Deathweaver Aura. That card's alright. I love Scroll. Dread's fine. None of these are great. We could take Afterlife Attendant. We have one card already. Sure. I don't really want another one. I do like Priest. Gangplank can be really good too. Alright, let's take Gangplank and hope we get offered enough twos. Card draw or Lightning Bolt? I'm gonna take the card draw because I have something like a Glug, right? That's so powerful. Shadow Wanathan, thank you for the tier 2 sub, man. I really appreciate that. I'll take the Hex here over the Senlayan. If I take the Naga here, I have no weapons and no Murlocs. So I guess I do. 2 35-month subs in a row. That's kind of crazy. Spud and Shadow Wanathan. Framester or Totem? I think I'd rather have Framester, but more because I just don't really want Totem. Just not a big fan of Totem in general. This card's kind of cool. Is it better than Diver though? Maybe not. Maybe yes. I don't know. This could be a good Doomsayer deck if I just don't draft any twos. Flame Tongue's pretty... I just don't like that card. Okay, we got a Schooling. That's a big deal. I do like the 2, but let's take Schooling. Chill Vibes or Pyrotechnician? 1, 2, 3. Got a lot of cheap spells. Let's take Pyrotech. I love the Poacher, but I want another Scroll. I'm gonna take another Scroll, but it's probably wrong. Definitely wrong. Punished. I have Schooling. I have a 1-drop. Got my totems. I'm sure this will work. What's up, Zerk mode? Not looking good. Damn, your Redbeard luck. Yeah, I need that. Pack the house. Let's take this 10. This 10's okay. Could take the 2 or could take the chill vibe. Yeah, both are good. Both are fine. A zap or a thing from below. Could have the greatest totem deck of all time. Guess I take a zap. I don't want this card though. Never bet against Redbeard luck. I love command. I like Muckpool too, but I take commands. Oh, sorry. Sorry, no betters. Not even Redbeard luck could let us down. It came. It was late, but it came. I think Command of Neptulon's better than Hex, huh? I think. Sort of interesting. I think I actually take the Brass Elemental here because I don't have any Evolves. 3 Divers. What is this deck? I'll take a Snapdragon. Alright, let me pay out the bet. Choose a prediction. Will we get offered Pack the House? Yes. Start a prediction. How many wins? Go to dashboard. Thank you as well, Zerk mode, for the Twitch Prime, and hope everybody's having a nice day. Always bet against Redbeard luck. That's what I always say. Haven't watched Hearthstone in a while. What are the best classes in meta? Probably Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, Priest are probably like the 4. I'd say. I find Warlock to be fun, even if it's not particularly good. Try to get a little better here. I think Druid's fun, even though Druid's pretty bad. So my mouse feels different. I keep changing the cursor speed. It just doesn't feel right. Now it feels too slow. Nice account sharing on Fortnite. I don't know what that means, but I think you got the wrong person, OTP, because I've never played Fortnite. Well, that's not true. I played like twice, but I didn't really like it. I think your beef is with a different Redbeard. So is claiming you. I don't know what that means, but you might want to call 911.
The end is coming!
Hey, Mama John, what's up? How have I been? I've been doing pretty good. Here playing Hearthstone Arena, my beloved, most favorite game, with my beloved Twitch chat. It's the bot pretending to be you. Maybe. I don't know, but this support OTP, man, he won't stand for it. I trust them to track it down and, you know, get things sorted out. What's the life update? Oh, I don't know, just waiting to die. Just waiting to die. I love you. What's up? Wow, Exiles. Long time no see, man. I cannot stay. Where are you? Can you tell me what's going on with your life? How's the wife? How's life? What the hell is going on? Good morning, Redbeard. What's up, Jordy? I guess I should wait to see what this offers me. Good evening, Cali girl. Exile Rhythm, what a time to be alive, right? Wow. Wow. It's a real treat to be here with Exile Rhythm on this planet spinning around in a circle or an ellipses. Spinning in a circle while spinning in an ellipses at the same time. What a time to be alive. Exile Rhythm was one of my first friends I made on Twitch. Way back in the day. Over 5 years ago. Blonde John, good to see ya. Peace out. Potential for the last time. Wait, what's going on? Wait, what the heck? The heck kind of message is that? A terrifying one. You guys met in person then? No. No, we never had that opportunity, sadly. So I need to hex this one. Trade, trade, trade gives me 5 mana.
How about a makeover?
Yeah, I actually haven't met too many people from the stream. You know, Dreads, of course. A lot of people who have showed up to a TwitchCon or two, I've been able to have the pleasure to meet. David, Davey I met before, Absolute David. I met Tarantula Graham at the last TwitchCon. Dexter, TKE Smalls. Have you guys met other Twitch community people in person? Yeah. Yeah, Overexposed has been to both the TwitchCons that I've been to, and Trevor, who doesn't come by here anymore, but T-Bone Malone. It is always, I would consider, you know, a pretty nice time. I think he's just gonna blow up the whole board. It's possible.
The calm before the storm.
Ooh, I would love to play that.
You do in time.
So this would go down to 9, up to 9. That's a lot of people, names I recognize. Yeah, it's fun. I almost met Mop Bot, but he was sick when I was in town. Oh no. Did you just draw all 3 of them? Well, that's kind of cool. I just spilled a lot of water all over myself. Anyone else in chat? I met KBB, Mamba Forever. At the first TwitchCon I went to, he was there. Just haven't seen him in 3 years or so now. 4 years?
You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
You kind of lose track of at some point. That's good too, huh? I won't be able to do both if I play this. I could also take the insect card. That's kind of nice too. I'll just play that this turn, I think. Or I could play the regular rag and not overload. Sorry, I was thinking my eye. Was he a Saudi prince? I'm not sure what that means. But, yes.
Take shelter.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, you know what? I should have hit there. Because I can zap. How much am I overloading? I can overload 1 more. I probably won't hit it, let's be honest. Okay, I hit it. Evening, Red. Who do you want to win in the NBA Finals? Miami. Or Denver. Actually, Denver. Denver's my pick. And then Miami. And then Boston. Anybody going to TwitchCon? I'll be at TwitchCon. What the hell? 3, 4, 5, 11. I just want to play Rag.
Take shelter.
Wait, I could have pushed 2 more damage. If it wasn't in Las Vegas, maybe. What's wrong with Las Vegas? Wait, I missed 2 damage last turn. You requested it. I think there's got to be a kill some with a free bird. It's a monument to man's hubris and a stain on this planet. Is it? I've only been once. I wasn't crazy about Las Vegas. But I didn't have I mean, like, I'm not like a Vegas apologist or anything. Been to TwitchCon yet? Redbeard would be my favorite to meet. I hope I wouldn't let you guys down. I will say that every year, everyone that's met me, one thing I'm very proud of is people say, you know, Redbeard's exactly like I thought he was gonna be. Redbeard's exactly like he was on stream. That's what people always say. So, you know, that's not always a compliment from them. Oh, Redbeard was exactly the same as his on stream. But, you know, I look at it as a compliment. Fremont Street is fun. Yeah, we went there one day. It was okay. I mean, the whole thing is like, I just want to stay in a nice hotel and find a nice bar to grab a whiskey and cola and then go home and sleep, you know? So I'm sure I can do that in a great many towns, but you could do that in Las Vegas too. And it's fun. I'm just not like super big on gambling. I think I've realized when I went, I was just kind of like not super big on gambling. And when we stayed at, my brother had like a room in a Bellagio, I think, or I'm not even sure. Every place kind of sounds the same to me, but it was a really nice hotel, and there's a casino downstairs or whatever. So, you know, but it was really quiet. It was really clean. You know, I just didn't have any real desire to like sit around. I would have been more excited if they had pinball machines. In fact, we went to me and my friend Dan went to the Pinball Hall of Fame, which was there, and that I enjoyed way more than being in any of the casinos. Vegas more than just gambling? Yeah. But like, I wouldn't want to go to any shows, or I wouldn't want to watch like somebody like spank a tiger on the ass or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not saying like, you know, there's no fun. I'm looking forward to going to TwitchCon, but mostly just because people that like Twitch will be there. So, people that like this platform. Should I pre-hit his guy? Probably, huh? What about the buffets? So we went to a Brazilian barbecue buffet or something like that. That was really good. That I recommend highly. But then I was, you know, just had the meat sweats, and I don't want to take 10 damage, so I'm gonna go like gangplank into pack the house, I guess. Us Twitch people don't like gambling. You can shoot machine guns and then go find a brothel, though. Yeah, I don't really have a strong desire to find a brothel, though. I wonder if I should ever do this over this. Not really sure why I would want to have sex with a woman or a man. Not sure why I'd want to have sex with anyone. Ugh. Go Jimmy, go Heat. Yeah, I'm glad they won a game. That's pretty cool. How do I kill things? Boy, that's pretty good. You know what? Let's try not to die. And then see if he can, like, maybe he'll put less pressure on the board this turn. Maybe we can get some of this stuff down. I saw Chippendale show. I was so aroused after I went to a club to pick up men. Wow. Why don't you just pick up the men dancing at the show? Everyone's down for the machine guns. Yeah, I'd probably rather not fire a machine gun. Not much of a machine gun shooter myself.
The culprit was not tidy.
I can blast that guy. Or I could just pack the house here. Probably would just want to pack the house.
Job's done.
Hope for not low roll of all three of them, all four of them. But hey, you know, sometimes you get the opposite. Hey Redbeard, ChatGPT knows who you are. They do? What does that mean? What do you have to say about me? What's up, Hearthstoner? For 3 things: sex, drugs, and partying. If you want anything else, it's horrible. I went to a club and met another male stripper who signed my titties, but that was all I got. That's pretty nice, though. Hopefully you still have it. Maybe you got it tatted on. It's from the rival show. Do they have rival shows? They fight each other? I'm not gonna lie, I'm somewhat surprised he didn't just slam up, pack the house himself. But at the same time, rather elated by that turn of events. They're the 2 popular male dancing groups. Yeah, their bodies probably look very nice. Rippled muscles, veiny dongs, but I don't know, man. I don't really see the appeal. It thinks you're objectively entertaining. Really? I'm confused by everything that's being said to me right now. But I'm not upset about it. Sounds like it's... Maybe it wouldn't call itself a fan, but, you know, a well-wisher. So I could trade that. I guess I trade here. How much do you guys think Red would charge for a lap dance? At least 500 bucks. 1,000 if it's Poet. The appeal is watching the women go insanely feral in the audience and going home with them after. Who's going home with the women? You or the strippers? Or you going home with the men? Because yeah, I could see actually some appeal in that type of behavior. I'll pay you $500 to keep your ass away from me. Wow, that's a good price. Is this the second instance of 4 divers that he had? Oh, no. They were 4 commands of Neptulon. Bring $500 to TwitchCon. We'll see what happens. I'll take your money. Redbeard TwitchCon group. Yeah, we'll do something this year. We do what's called RedCon. RedCon, so it's like a Redbeard themed convention where we sit at like a bar and drink whiskey and colas for a couple hours. Probably do that again this year. Set up a mini RedCon. Yeah. We'll do a RedCon. RedCon 3.0. Redbeard 3.0. Redcon 3.0, sorry. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. Am I dead? I think I am just dead, huh? I guess there's nothing you can do about Diver into criminal lineup, huh? Cirque is great. I'd go to a Cirque show during TwitchCon. I never went, but my brother and my mom went, and they seem to like it. I don't see a ton of appeal, but I guess if you go, it's probably different.
Time for the finishing touch.
Maybe I can meet a nice gymnastically gifted gentleman. Do you think a lot of gymnasts go to the show to watch it? Or do you just think that one of the performers will like Maybe there will be a mishap where he goes flying out of somebody's arms and into yours, maybe? I wonder. I want to catch a Pokemon, but I gotta wait for Bowie to get here. I gotta wait.
I'm not too young to rock.
I am proud of what you have become, Rukar.
I guess I could start with a 3, even though it's not a great card. I think I'm going to stand out so much in the crowd that the lead gymnast will personally invite me backstage to potentially propose marriage. Oh, I didn't know marriage was on the table. That's pretty serious. It's feasible, right? I don't know. I don't think so, though. I think the audience isn't well lit during those shows. But I wouldn't say it's impossible. Can I come to the wedding? Frothy and I are coming to the wedding. Well, I'll have turn 5 covered. That much is sure. Its peak athleticism, stuff they're doing is mind-blowing. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. But I wouldn't want to watch somebody run a track marathon either.
This can't be good.
Jesse, of course, but the wedding is going to be in Las Vegas. Hey Alex, good to see you. It's only appropriate since it's where we met. It's more exciting than a track marathon? To some people, probably. Probably not to people that really like track, though. I watch arena streamers. I've already seen peak athleticism. This man knows. He knows things. I ordered some free weights. I'm going to pick them up when they get here. And then I'm going to put them down. I think Vegas is a fun time, maybe 3 to 4 days at a time, and then leaving is great. Yeah, that's
You cannot understand the purpose.
it's a little harder to kill. It doesn't die to a sword eater outright. It's a big difference to the Framester. Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay for like a week. I think like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, leave Sunday would be cool. Leave Sunday morning. Stream Sunday night, maybe. What are the dates? I don't know. Like the 22nd or something? 20th through the 22nd in Las Vegas. I never get this right. I just never get it right. How I never get it right? I couldn't tell you. Guess I'm just an idiot. I'm gonna take 5 so that I can go 5 into 5 into 5 into Pack the House. Whereas getting this down now is great, but then next turn I have to play a 4. What month? October, sorry, yeah. It's always Trident, but last time it was the thing I took, and the time before that it was Infused War Axe. I think you've just got like a 1 in 3 chance most of the time of getting it. The weapon one in particular. The legends you can kind of like, or the spells, you can kind of like make some inferences, but like the weapons are almost all the same. There's not like big difference between them. Okay, so I have to play the Gangplank or play like a 3 and a 2. But I can't play, well I could play Neptune and then I can't play this till 8. What could he play here? Like a 6 mana 4/8 maybe makes you want to do something like that. My BIL has been employed by Cirque mostly his whole life to provide him and his family with a good situation minus the COVID thing. Brother-in-law. Yeah, I've got nothing against it. I'm just saying it doesn't particularly appeal to me. But it's been around a long time and I'm sure it's quite a spectacle. Time to pick the wrong weapon, yeah. Is it that time again? BIL means car in Swedish. Oh. Do you think there's a car that, it might be employed by Cirque du Soleil? One thing I hate about that is that it cleared my entire board.
That's radical.
Like, is it beneficial even to hit here? Honestly, maybe not, because now we can just hit, trade, chop, and go into here. But I've got to get through it eventually. Although maybe I could have just waited till next turn. But I have fire spells I can potentially get, so just getting that thing back is pretty nice. I'm gonna kick his ass in the mod tryouts. Look at Gesticulate bragging about how many words he knows. Yeah, now he's got different languages and stuff too. It's ridiculous. My TA in high school turned out to be, oh no, that's not good.
Protocol 7.
It's actually much worse for me, huh? Or maybe I just kill him. How much do I have? 9, 13. Okay. Okay, actually not all that bad.
Put some gloves on.
I'm going to refill my water. I'm really glad we're 2 and 1 and not 1 and 2. Okay.
Rukan versus Gerash.
Now you're sailing on my seas. Fists of stone.
My curve is very bad. I don't think I should keep a 7 drop, even though I want it. My curve is kind of tough. Sand is very bad as well. I have background footage of the Beatles show. Crazy how much they spend on confetti. How much do they spend? Is there like a monetary amount? Hi Red, what's up Katie? Great stream today. I was actually there before I was playing Words. I was watching League, and we were getting killed. That damn team really sucked. That team minus you were doing great. Except I don't really know what any of the characters do. I just know we were down like 27-2. Today was a rough league day. I only caught 1 game, but I'm still proud of you for trying. I was. Went 1 and 5. Well, I actually played 1 game today off stream, and I went 0 and 1. But somebody came in, and before we started playing, they said that they were going to report us all, and we were banned because, you know, we picked the hero they wanted or something. And then they ended up dying like 5 times within like the first 5 minutes, and then they ended up just standing there letting the other team kill them. And then I reported them. I reported them for their misbehavior. What choice did I have? You picked their only hero. Well, I only have 1 hero. So I had to. If I play this...
If only I had some warm soup.
I'm going to go down to 7. Then I'm going to play that. I'm going to go down to 6. And then I'm going to go up to 9. And what are my fish gonna do? I guess that play's gonna be available next turn. Okay, so if that play's available next turn,
If only I
then I think I might as well just do this turn. So I have a minion on the board. 'Cause this is a little less flexible and I probably want to overload this turn. Usually going in and expecting to play a particular hero is tough, yeah. And you know, I mean, I get it. Like, I only know the moves of one hero. But, you know, if somebody had taken my hero, I'm not going to just go and be a big baby. But I'm also not a big baby, so. What did he do? He bashed me? Well, I was going to do that, but now I don't have a target. League is hard, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to learn, probably have a second hero. I at least know what the skills do. But I feel like I'm still kind of learning the First Lady. I only play Misfortune.
I bring the ring.
And, you know, whatever. It wasn't like I was sitting there, like, super pissed, you know. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I've played video games on the internet for 20 years. Like, I understand there's dinguses out there. I'm like, okay. And then I killed somebody, and I got 1,000 gold. And I was like 3-1 or something for a while until like things really got out of control. I was like, oh, I'm doing okay. Misfortune. Yeah, I'll have to check out the Katie Misfortune cosplay. That happened, right? I think. Or maybe I dreamt it. I'm not sure. But I didn't know what that meant in the past. Now I at least know what it means. I use ARAM to practice. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. It's on my Instagram. Okay. Did you play League today? I did. I played one game, and then my opponent got mad that I picked Misfortune. And then they just started feeding a bunch. Pretty cool. I thought it went pretty well. But we'll play though. I think we're gonna play tomorrow on stream around 7 p.m. PST. Pierce, Katie, I don't know if you guys are interested. I don't think Dreads or PJ mind. I think they'd be honored. I played so much League, I can't even look at League anymore. Why did you pick Misfortune? Because PJ and Dreads told me to take her. I don't know why. When I did the tutorial or whatever, I just picked the tree. And I can't remember what he does, but I didn't really like the tree that much.
Might or magic.
7 p.m. PST, yeah. Yeah, so like 21 hours from now. Around, I mean, it kind of a little bit dependent on Dreads and his stream, but we kind of just look. He kind of looks for a moment where he like finishes an arena run or something. Dreads and PJ are usually streaming around that time, so they'll like 7:30 maybe. We usually start anything like 7:30 at the latest. It's 9 p.m. Central. That's right. Irvin. I was Irvin. And I forget. Somebody said he was like the hard. Like somebody looked up a guide, I think, and he was like the hardest hero to play or something.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Does Redbeard ever cosplay? Yeah. I'm going as Mona from Genshin Impact. Awkward, unwanted moment of the night. Your first real boyfriend stalks your Instagram page and comments on your latest pic. Wait, I'm confused. What's the song? This is called Night Call. Yeah, if he's just like, hey, you know, you look so beautiful in this picture, I think that's okay, right? If he's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna get you. Yeah, that old crap. Hey, Elysium, what's up, man? This was your latest pick and not 3 years in, so you know it wasn't Omega creepy level to talk. Is that bad? I don't leave comments on people's pictures that are 3 years old, but Sometimes I hit the like button. What if they were looking smoking hot, or what if they were like drinking a nice cup of coffee or something? He's complaining because I used a Fox filter. I'm confused about the like new boyfriend looking at Instagram. That's not bad, right? But leaving like a comment, that's bad. Like a bad comment, that's bad. I don't like that. But you gotta have the Fox filter. Come on. I'm down to play if you message me when y'all are starting. But I gotta work tomorrow, so I might be tired. Yeah, I know you said you had a long day tomorrow, but you'll be off of work, right? But that's okay. I'm terrible, so I'll be by far the worst player if you're okay with that. They play it on Smurf accounts. Neither one is that good, but they're a lot better than me. I don't know if that's something that interests you. Dang, I was hoping for a 1-1. My computer's slow. Okay, well, come back. Level creepy me. I haven't spoken to this man in over 25 hours. Oh, sorry. So I thought this was a new boyfriend. Sorry, yeah, I wasn't understanding that. I thought this was a new boyfriend. Let me reread that again. Your first real boyfriend. Oh. Yeah, it's probably not your first real boyfriend. Because I think you have some children. I guess I... Oh, yeah. We'll kill this. And then next turn, we'll Melomania and play these 4. Yeah, I'm caught up now. How many boyfriends do you have? I have 0. How many do you have? I'm down? Okay. Me too. But remember, I'm not good, so you guys have to be patient with me. I think you might be. Dreads and PJ, they're not patient with me. 1, 2. Eh. Hey, El Numero, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, El Numero. Dreads is 1 oyster away from exploding at any given moment. I'm sure you won't yell at Katie or Pierce, but... And thank you for the sub yourself, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 gifted, the 6 subscriptions. That's very cool. What am I copying? Oh god, this spell sucks. Dreads will yell at anybody but PJ. He'll yell at PJ. I will scream at you when we play. Why? Where do you get off? I'm a support main, so I can go bot with you. Oh, good. Now, you remember though, please understand, mostly what I try to do is not die, and I'm working on hitting the creeps last. I call it a last hit of the creeps. Wait, does he always show up like that on the board? I didn't want this one to get objective. Great name for that. Redbeard, if we get to invite, can you play Rome? Yeah, I'll see if it comes on. I kind of have YouTube just doing its thing, but I think it'll probably hit some rat-a-tat soon. If it knows what's good for it. Got the scroll. I don't know, man. I can't forget when you messaged me, so rock on. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't message people anymore. I used to manually type out like, hey, thanks. Oh, hey, I appreciate you stopping by, you know? Because I did. I still do. But now I just say like, hey, Bledge, thanks for the follow, you know? That's very cool. I saw Rat-a-Tat live, and it was a great concert. I hope so. That's what you do? Yeah, sorry, I was kidding. I played the original Dota, a lot of the original Dota for a long time. So I know like the concepts of League and Dota and stuff. I just don't know what any of the heroes do. I don't know what any of the weapons do. And I'm not like an expert at any of it, right? One thing I find a hard time is like map awareness. So like I can like if I'm like trying to last hit, like I could just focus on that, but then I don't know of like where anybody is, and if my teammates are like coming to help. People ping and stuff, and I can't even really be bothered with that.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Map awareness last hit. I have PTSD. Hold on, I have to release some gas. Okay, finished. I wonder how many hours it would actually take to learn to play League now that there's a bajillion heroes. That I don't know. That I can't say. You did, and I remember, so I hope it helps. Oh, it absolutely helps, man. Really appreciate whenever anybody supports the stream or anything like that. Leave the mic open, you coward. It didn't make a lot of sound, you know? I agree. Well, I mute the Twitch mic, but I leave the OnlyFans mic recording and simultaneously streaming. They pay for that privilege, though. Push harder. Well, at my age, you don't know what's going to happen if you push too hard.
This can't be good.
Wish I could freeze it and cast another one.
What the plague?
Is that a frozen rag? Yeah, I thought that for sure they were going to kill it. The OnlyFans foot cam picks up the farts. Great. You think that stuff exists? Is that what he drew this turn? I'm confused. I'm also confused by how many infinitize and maxitudes he has. Seems to be 100.
The calm before the storm.
Kind of want to just shoot his face. You know what? Let's shoot his face. And let's just freeze this and force him to do something. I guess I could have free hit. And then I could have froze it, but then I would have got a worse minion.
That feels good.
Thanks for streaming Red. Your stream has become a comfort place for me. Hey, I want you guys to be comfortable here. Okay. I have no idea how long that's been in his hand. Does he have a remove my minion from the game card? I can't remember.
Stone Legion.
Yo, 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 yo.
What are these? 5s? So I can bolt and then trade and then trade. And then I can evolve my one guy. I mean, I guess this is the best one. Unless he has like 8 burn spells, but this one's just harder to kill, right? Went to the Discord, I can't say I'm good at it, but I'm there now. Hey, cool. We have a lot of different sections. We have a dog section, we have a boob section. Actually, that's the same section. But a hearth section.
That feels good.
This has been an unenjoyable experience for me. Let's start here.
The more you struggle, the better.
Do I just play that now? Or do I just wait? I think I'm just gonna wait one turn and go like play on 3 things no matter what, right? The boob section, we have a dogs. I don't make the sections, by the way, Katie. But we do have a boobs and dogs section, a cats but no boobs section. Don't put your boobs in the cat section. Oh, we posted her dog today. It was wonderful. I saw her dog, yeah. I don't, you know, I'm not, you know, I just work here, you know. I'm on my way, I want to see. Okay, yeah, it's mostly dogs, okay? It's not mostly boobs. No boobs in the cat channel. The boobs in the dog section is kind of way overrun by dogs and not enough boobs. I'd offer assistance, but I don't know how to work a camera. Yeah, we used to get a lot more boob representation in there, but that's okay. Sometimes you go through periods of dog, and sometimes you go through periods of boob. And that's why we have the section, for either or, you know. For either, anytime there's a surplus of either, we'll take it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Red's mom keeps ruining the boob section. I'd rather her ruin it by posting pictures of dogs and by posting pictures of her boobs. I saw no boobs. You might have to scroll back a little bit. The Common Cold, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna scroll back. I mean, I'm only here for investigation purposes. There's boobs like, you know, there's the idea of boobs. Pretty recent. Oh my god. It's a fun journey if you keep scrolling. I should not keep scrolling. My 4 anime babe wives are gonna be upset with me. Cooster. Thank you for the follow, Cooster. I appreciate that. Maybe we were the boobs all along. I just have it set to auto scroll. How many years back does this thing go? I'm kind of afraid of what I might find. I'm gonna play this. It's really good if I played nothing and he coined out a 3, I still might just drop Doomsayer. This place used to be a little more, we used to have a clientele was a little more degenerate, I think. A lot of those people have been imprisoned, I can only imagine. Were so many dog haters? I don't think so, just one, just Katie. The rest of us were celebrating the dogs, and she was adamantly opposed to the lack of boobs. She banged her fist on her table, threw her computer keyboard out the window. Bum, 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 bum. These 3 clear. I'm gonna just try to stick this. And if not, let's just do that. I was promised 50% boob. That's a good ratio. Okay, I went to the very first photo. It was of a dog. There's Chibatron. Wow, Chiba. Looking so young, no offense. Hey, there's Redbeard. Wow. Oh my god, there's my ex-girlfriend. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? I saw Zesty. Oh, she's a voluptuous young lady. A staple of the prime of the boob section. El Numero, thank you for gifting one to Stevie. You don't know where I've been. I don't know where you've been. You haven't been here in a little while, but I appreciate you being here today. Sorry, I might be lost in the boob section for a little bit. Vintage boobs. Oh wow, whose dog is that? Oh man, Deformed Redman? My sister's new dog, what the heck? Great Googly Moogly. Oh my god, McNasty69, remember him? People probably don't. Lost in the boob. Yeah, I scrolled back really far. Oh my goodness. That lady was attractive.
This may just be my best song yet.
Alright, just one more. I can't believe you have a boob channel. Like I said, I assure you, I did not. Wow, that lady looks mean. Who was it? Fancy Tuna Boy set this up. Hey, is there Treebeard? Wow, love that guy. A lot of my old friends. A lot of dogs too. Hey, there's Finchy Scent looking exquisitely handsome. This place has always been a lot of dogs. What are we doing here? Another one? Not judging, I like boobies. Oh, good. Otherwise, we'd have to shut the whole place down. Okay, I'm closing this down. I gotta whoop some ass in an arena or whatever. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a little bit of damage.
The more you struggle, the better.
You cannot understand the purpose.
Who's posting boobs? I went to get a drink. Nobody these days. I only show my boobs to my special friends. Well, you got Rose Gold and Zelda back there. Oy, oy, oy. We had to institute some PG-13 rules for those ladies, I think. Red should do a Discord reaction stream instead of playing whatever this children's card game is. If it's the historical references of the boob sections of Redbeard's Discord, then you may very well be right. Need to go eat a pillow. Try to peep in the Discord soon and bless everybody with Chaos Pup Pics. Be well and I'll swing by. Okay, El Numero. Thanks, man. And what the hell? That's really annoying. Thanks for the support, and I hope you enjoy the Discord. Really wish you didn't get that. This isn't going to be big enough to kill it either. I just realized now he has even more rush.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
Burn away the blight.
Well, we got a bit screwed there. I want to go back to the time where I was not watching Hearth and watching boobs instead. Oh, I didn't close it down. Okay, that might have been smart. Hey, Tariel. Whose dog is that?
There is little time.
I think the thing that I hate the most about Pack the House is how it just wins some player the game most of the time. And sometimes it goes even above and beyond that and steals a game that's unwinnable. I think those are the things I'm not really a big fan of when it comes to that particular card. Oh man, I have such good cards in my deck. I don't know if I even want a fires. So he goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, but he has this one already on board. What do I need? I need hexes. I guess hex I don't really need. I need Reef Walker maybe? That I don't care a ton about. Maybe I want to play this one first. My own Pack the House. Okay.
Stop that!
Sorrow Chord.
It seems to be.
Okay. Still hate the card, but think it's a little bit more fair in this instance. That's a high roll? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So if you guys don't know what this one does, after a friendly rush minion attacks, give other minions 1 attack, and he's a rush minion. We also had this one too. So he can hit there, he can hit there, he can trade there. That's a huge problem. You can hit there, trade there. Trade there. I can't kill this currently. So I just die, right? If I can't get to it. I guess I can always play this and hope. I have a zap in the deck. Deal 2 damage to a minion, overload 1. But it could get a healing totem. He must be killing this 5/3. Oh. I need to hit the 10-10 or I'm dead. It's kind of nice. I'm not overloaded anymore, right? Could look for a spell. Or I could just try to draw cards. It's such a pretty blue. Okay, I'm going back to the bra section. Jump to the present. Oh my goodness, okay. I didn't know there was going to be boobs represented in there. I'm not opposed. So what you guys have to do is put little emojis under. Maybe put Redbeard's face under there. Ooh, that's a problem. That's a bit of a problem too. I need a hex, but I don't have a hex anymore. I could discover a hex. Another insane match. Yeah, I mean, we won the game on turn 7, literally, if he doesn't roll specifically a charge with lifesteal. So, what can you do? He's gonna kill this. He's gonna hit me for 5, but there's not much I can do.
Warm soup.
Embrace the gift of
That's all I can do. I did a bunch of reactions. Whoa, God, how'd you do that so fast? I wasn't done yet. Hold on. Look at this. Look what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Don't anybody put any under right now.
Good to use.
Hold on. I'm working. I had to do my best. Oh God! Wait, I'm putting it under El Numero. Oh God. Who did that? It's probably Gesticulate. What happened here? I'm at 2. Gain 8 armor, right? Your next 3 minions this turn cost armor instead of mana.
As our husks break,
I just want the extra taunts. I know he can do that stuff, but now it's spelled boom instead of boob. Yeah, it's okay. That's good too. You know, it's like an explosion. I'm sure there will be many explosions related to that photograph, if you know what I'm saying. I supported every react you posted except Innocent. I couldn't bring myself to click that one. Gesticulate is far from an innocent man. Should I take it down? I don't think so. But if you're going to, let us know so we can all save it to our hard drives first. I don't think I have a pretty bra to show. Well, you know what to do, poet. Buy that lady some new clothing. Please, buy that lady some sheer underwear. Deformed poet. What is he working for? I'm very comfortable with my body. That's good. If I looked like a lot of you guys look, I would be way more comfortable with my body. But since I look kind of like a troll man, I try to just cover up as much of it as I can. Ooh, that's not good.
This may just be my best song yet.
It feels like the right player won, but we got a really good game because of his high roll pack the house. Considering on your last Twitter post, someone commented, "You look like a groundhog," did they? Take a bra and bikini donations for the summer as well. Pen to accepting special friends. What are those words? What is this word? What is this about a groundhog? I never read anything on Twitter. I don't know how to like. I have right now 2,000 notifications. I never look at them. I think Emily and I are going to make it to this. React tweet to dreads. What the heck? Why is that a notification for me? How do you tell when somebody leaves a comment? Wait, why did our tweet only get 7 likes? PJ with the raid. Can I get an oh hell yeah for that? Thank you so much, PJ. Fred is one of those hotties who pretends that they aren't hot to troll for compliments. I'm fat and I'm very hairy and I have a hard time standing for more than like 20 minutes at a time. I have found the older I get, the more women seem to be attracted to fat, old, bald men. So frankly, the summer of Redbeard is here. Does seem to be a thing. This topic can only get so erect. Well, that too, I didn't even get into that, but yeah, I have limitations. I have limitations that were not there in my younger days. Did we shout out PJ? You guys should check out PJ's stream. We're going to be playing League tomorrow, I think. And then also a new game on Friday that's just coming out, I guess. Dread's got like early access or like on-time access. We don't get early access in the Hearthstone Arena community, but on-time access. Anima Extractor in the Doomsayer would feel good. Yeah, that would. Now here's the question. Do I just jam this anyway? I think so. Buy me a little time. Hey, good night, Hearthstoner. Thanks for being here, man. Oh, we listed all these people I had met earlier. I met Hearthstoner as well. Very nice young man. Very nice young man. I'm excited for League. Yeah, you seem to be pushing really hard for League. I just want to make sure we still play Played Up in the future, okay? But I'm okay with League. Why are you so excited for League? You know I stink still, right? I've only played like 2 games since we played, and I'm 1-1. But I killed somebody, and I got 1,000 gold today. They were killing everybody, and I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to kill them. So that's exactly what I did. Blown away. We could teach you to ward. Yeah, do you have to buy wards or do you get wards? He's excited because you can't make the floor snow blindingly white in League. I did do that. I have no regrets. It had to be done. Also, you can never pick up the floor in Played Up once you put it down. It's actually kind of annoying. You get them. Like, you get free ones, or you have to buy them? Sorry. Like, you get them for free? When you're playing Dota. I love Dota. If those guys played Dota, I would have probably played Dota instead. Oh, I've been watching the thing you sent me, PJ, the Riot channel, just the League World Championships or whatever, or the mid-season championships. Man, the EU and NA are getting smoked every game. Every game they lose. Every series they lose 3-0 or 3-1 if they're lucky. They're out. Yeah. How many more days is it? So now it's good games. Does NA ever play EU and they have a close match for 4th place or whatever? 4 more matches. So is that 4 more days? So like, what's today? Wednesday? So like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm loving it though. I keep falling asleep to it, but it's okay. Also the production. I mean, I know League and Dota and stuff, those games are humongous worldwide. Man, those productions are great. They look really professional and like all this cool stuff's happening. I need schooling. Pack the house next turn means I can't overload. Let's do this. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, this went very poorly. Highly recommend watching the Dota 2 documentary, free to play, it's very cool. How much about the original Dota do they talk about? Is the NA server the Bozo server? I can't use my EU Bozo joke in League. I don't know. But the whole chat is just always saying like EU, Keck W, NA, Omega Lul, and then a bunch of other really bad things, but we won't get into that. It's about how the esport got so popular. It's interesting. Where can I watch that? Is it on Netflix or anything? It's on YouTube? Okay. You want to post it in the Discord by any chance? If not, that's okay. I'll try to remember. Or if you can link it here, I'll at least throw it in my watch later, which I look at like once a year, but at least then I remember. Like at some point I'm like, oh yeah. Thank you. Are you watching it right now? How'd you pull it up so fast? Watch later. Okay, I got it saved at least. How do I pull up my watched later playlist? I should purge it for things that I never watched. How do you find that? Oh, there it is. Remove. Remove. Oh my god, there's 10,000 videos in here. Alright, remove. 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 Oh, I love this song. What are these songs? We should go and listen to songs that are saved here for some reason. Top comment is a Total Biscuit video. Who's Total Biscuit? Sounds like something bad may have happened to them, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. Get a board here. Glug. What if I get Glug? He was a video game reviewer who passed away recently because of cancer. Oh, that's a bummer. I hate cancer. I should maybe remove some of this stuff. Because what if I saved it for a reason? Maybe I should go and watch it later. Sergey, thank you for the follow. And thank you again to PJ for the raid. If you guys don't know PJ, he's been doing variety with Dreads and I. He plays Arena, Battlegrounds, Zelda. This man's a triple threat. And how many years do you need to rename to Whitebeard? Probably 10. Nutriacina. Thank you, Nutriacina, for the follow. Nutriacina.
A thirst beyond death.
Okay, that song was pretty cool. Let's. I want to hear this song. Oops, it's already playing. I love this song.
Fire and blood.
I heard you say fire come out your butt. Probably ate at Chipotle. Talking about PJ without mentioning duels. Does he still play duels? Is anybody playing duels right now?
This place is scary.
Hello, hey Sergey. How did you find the stream? Did you come from PJ's stream or the Redbeard YouTube or what do you think it was? Just browsing? Why did this start showing up again? Deck tracker? Okay, don't mind me. Why is it not letting me edit that?
This is not what we stood for.
We hit, then we hit, then we kill. You won that game effortlessly? Yeah, sorry, I wasn't watching. I'm trying to... Okay, hold on. Removing that.
Fists of stone.
Oh, now it worked. Frost Plays. Thank you for your follow. You're browsing YouTube and boobs. No, I looked away from the boobs. I learned my lesson. I was looking at YouTube and I was trying to adjust something in OBS that I think I may have been able to do. Let's bring that back. Alright, let's get my greetings. I'm paying attention now. How do we get past being a 3-win arena player? Practice, time, effort, energy, luck. Sometimes skill plays a part. Skill plays a part. I'd say make sure you're running Hearthstone deck tracker, which is what I have over there, to show all my cards, which is helpful. I would say make sure you are checking something like Hearth Arena for like tier lists of cards, or an equivalent, some sort of drafting tool will probably help you. The correct answer is watching Redbeard. I'd say watching streamers definitely helps too. If you take the time to check out more streamers over time. Oh, I definitely would have swung and free traded there. I would have not done what he did there. Secrets are effing me up. Yeah, Hearthstone deck tracker will help with that. I have a hard time playing around all the secrets, even knowing what's in. But if you don't even know what's in, or if you don't have like a visual thing that's kind of helping you check, I think it can be really hard. Afterlife Attendant. Could play this, trade and use one, or I can zap it and play all three. I think I will do this, but then I can't play this, but I can get the diver down. It's probably smart to get the diver down. And ideally he's getting overloaded at some point soon. I got a salty pretzel mustard, one of my first BG games because I watched so many streamers. What does that mean? Sorry, what words did you just say to me? You're eating a salty pretzel? Hack the house is good for next turn. Might not be able to do it though. We might have to like shoot stuff. Depends what he does here. It's a BG's achievement. Which one's that one? You win every round in BG's. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry. I thought you were just describing your eating habits. I have to do this. I guess what I can do is play this. It's quite nice. So this goes here.
Astonishing.
This goes here. In all my years. Wait, no, it's doing it again.
This place is scary.
How is it, How is it showing all the cards there when I'm... Even Redbeard gets a high roll once in a blue moon. What's up, Dr. Sauceman? Who's my favorite comedian? Probably Mitch Hedberg. Crip made a mustard in honor of that achievement. Oh, is that why he sold that mustard? I think my mom bought a bunch of it. My mom's a big Crip fan. And a big Cookie fan from Dredge's stream. And a bigger Rania fan. She really likes Rania. She likes to watch Rania Garden. And I guess she tolerates Redbeard in a sense. Do you think Twitch should have a super subscriber? A mode that was 10 times more expensive. Nowadays people can just gift other subscriptions but not buy a more expensive one for themselves. There's 3 tiers of subs. So there's a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3. And a tier 3 is 5 times more expensive than a regular sub. So you're saying, should they have a tier 4 that's 10 times more expensive? I would say if anybody wants to support on that level, the best thing for the streamer is to just do it through Discord, or I'm sorry, through PayPal. Because then PayPal takes like 2% or maybe 5% or something, but Twitch takes, from me, 30%, but from most streamers, 50%. And that's too much, man.
You cannot understand the
You can also mash the donation button if you feel like you underpay the streamer for their labor. You can do that. You're definitely not obligated to, but it's definitely an option. You can mash the donation button. I used to love Mitch, I still do, but I used to too. I like that. I like that. Just give them the money straight out. Yeah, and I'm not saying like anybody has to do that. I'm just saying, you know, in the context of the question. Hey, Mad Monk, what's up, man? Bigger streamers keep more of a cut than smaller? No, not necessarily. But the teams negotiate deals sometimes. You can just play those two. So like Team Liquid or you know, I don't know, Complexity, CLG, like those teams will have deals. But bigger streamers can negotiate, like really, really big streamers can negotiate a better percentage of the sub. Are you losing the 70% soon? Not to my knowledge. Or do they back off that? So the way that was propositioned basically was like the streamers that make more than like $60,000 a year or something will, once they hit that threshold, then their future subs will be cut, sort of deal. So it's like, it doesn't affect anyone other than Amaranth or, you know, whoever, Shroud or whatever. There was like some sort of like threshold where it started to actually, I'm gonna overload this turn. Still want to overload going into this. 5K a month, honestly, not that crazy. It might have been more. I think it might have been like 120,000. They laid it all out. I read it all, and everybody kind of got up in an outrage. And anything they do that is against the streamer is bad, because every little step you make, it just means like you're gonna keep pushing that, you know, because it's just pure profit for them, right? As much money as you can take away from other people while not losing any of the audience, or, you know. A lot of the streams are not profitable for them, just like giving up the bandwidth to have people streaming to nobody. or not, gathering a lot of subs. I think, I'm obviously very pro streamer, but like that's, Twitch's position, I think. I mean, I want that, but
Wind that brass. Load away.
you know what? I'm just gonna take it.
Load away. Load away.
But yeah, the thing they announced like last year that I think is actually going into effect this summer. I think that's when they said it was, unless they backed off of it. But it did. Yeah, it was like maybe it was $120,000 or something. It was some crazy number that I don't know anybody who's even ever been close to the threshold. And that's talking about people who have thousands of viewers a night wouldn't even scratch the surface of what they were talking about in that instance of taking it away. I read the Twitch leaks and some of the numbers I don't remember, but they were bonkers. Oh yeah, well this is what I talk about a lot. You're talking about multi-millionaires. There are hundreds of millionaires, hundreds, probably several hundred people who are millionaires on Twitch from revenue from their streams. People with 5,000-10,000 viewers a night, like.
I don't know if bits are actually worth anything to streamers, but they're my contribution.
Yeah, no, it's great. Thank you, Jet. 100 bits is worth $1 to the streamer, so thank you. If, that's most people are unable to donate anything, so $1 is great. If everybody donated $1 right now, I'd have $664. That's great. I could, could pay rent. $1 can get you some chips. Yeah, it's all cumulative. It all adds up, So I do appreciate it immensely. If I do this. I donate very rarely because rent is $2,000. Wait, are you living by yourself paying $2,000 a month in rent? They're going to cap streamer income? I mean, there was something last year they talked about changing the structure of certain things for streamers. Everybody got upset, but there's not much you can do. To be 1% of the richest people on Earth, you need to make around $35,000 a year. Yeah, I think that's true. When you factor in like the whole world's income. Just get a mortgage at that point. That's a mortgage payment. Yeah. I've never paid that much, but if I had a 1-bedroom apartment by myself in Southern California, I definitely would be paying that much. I can glug or I can Fire Lord. I guess if I glug 4 + 3. You know what I should have done? Maybe I should have started here. Could almost freeze my own glug. My mortgage is $1,100 a month. $2,000 in San Francisco gets you a closet. In the San Fernando Valley, a studio, which is a nice studio, still probably costs you. I think I saw like $2,100 or something. In that $2,000 to $2,200 for a studio probably. My apartment is 825 square feet, so it's not the worst. My rent is $1,805 and $150 for parking, and I live in DC. My God, too much. I don't want you paying that much. But maybe maybe you don't have a choice. I live near Orlando and have 3 bedrooms for $2,000, which is normal now. I pay less than that living in Oregon. But rent's not cheap here either. Alright, he's gotta kill both Glugs simultaneously. What's happening? Why is this happening to me? Kind-hearted, benevolent Redbeard? Orlando has grown a lot. Yeah, it has. I've never been there though. I hope I hit not the 2-3. Nice. How'd you get a cold storage? Probably a Shard Scroll, I think. Come to Ukraine. It's only $110 for 70 square meter apartment. But there is one big problem. Oh no. Hopefully that stuff is done soon, man. I hate that type of activity. We go to BlizzCon? Probably not BlizzCon, but definitely TwitchCon. They're pretty close together, but not close enough that I can do them both in like... I think they're like a few weeks apart, aren't they?
Time runs out on me.
The calm before the storm.
Second best hit. I got my house right before the pandemic and it was $1,100 a month. That's good. That's good. I think you should be paying $10.50 a month, but hey, you know. I'm glad we couldn't kill them. As long as we kill them eventually, I don't care about any of this. I'm only here because I got a government gig and that's what I wanted. I'm hoping to build some tenure and move into a fully remote role. Or I could go private, but I hate private. I hate privates. I hate private parts.
Brukan versus Valera.
Watch your...
I have no interest in owning property. My plan is to continue doubling my income every 10 years for the rest of my life. Yeah, I should probably get to work on that myself. Maybe I should start streaming twice as much. Reg, you love privates. I mean, there's usually like a 6-minute window a day in which, yeah, that whole business seems to interest me. But outside of that, I could take or leave it. The year's 2023. I can't make a good copy pasta. You're working on it, though. It's cheap and I want it.
You cannot understand the purpose.
How many people bought a Redbeard hat? I don't know. It was showing how many were sold, but now I can't see. I'll have to ask Refugeek the next time he's here. Or I could message him on Discord now, but he's probably working. I don't want to bother him. We need to get this man some income, Redbeard. Yeah, we need more income for Redbeard, I say. I'm inclined to agree with that sentiment.
You are excused.
Sup, Red? Hey, Dotor.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Ha, this guy's toast.
I need to remove things. Wait, now I can't play this.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
Maybe that's okay. Looks like a decent shaman. Oh yeah, that's a good shaman.
The exit is this way.
I'm okay with that. What about a Reef Walker here? Over a command? Let's command this turn and then we'll priest a Reef Walker next turn. So that we don't overload going into one of these.
Let's muddy the waters.
I don't have enough mana to answer a card such as this. Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi is a good song. Yes, I love that song. I think it's wonderful. Oh, I love this song. So he hits there, he trades there, he chops there. I glug and pray? Glug and pray. Wait, there's no way that's correct. Okay. I'm gonna bump there to just get this a little higher out of range of damage spells at least. If depending on what he's doing, I might have the brass elemental go into that maybe. He got my glug, which is a bummer, but I can hex his glug. He didn't get my glug, and he only gets a nature spell from this. And if he dredges that up, he actually only gets a nature spell. So if you have a nature, frost, fire in your class, that's all you'll be offered. You don't get shaman cards unless you have none of those. So the nature spells are like deadly poison. I'm not sure if there's any others right now, but... Is this the Blue Lady on the Bus song? Yeah. Blue Lady? I don't know if I call her a Blue Lady, but... I'm gonna link it. You tell me. I like it as well. Yeah, it's very nice. Is she on a bus? I didn't watch. Yeah, at the beginning she's kind of on it. You can kind of tell. I'm just trying to like spam some stuff. I'm not trying to like BM him. I'm just going for a competitive advantage here if I can get one. Can clear them both. Can start the Melomania train. I'm just gonna play this and hope I get something here. I'm gonna go ahead and consider this something. A little bit of life. Most of our draws are actually bad, except maybe what, Command of Neptulon. Hopefully we gave him schooling. No, not schooling. Doomsayer. She turns blue eventually. Okay. The lighting, yeah, she's already kind of blue. She turned completely blue. That'll never work. That's some high roll jackpots. Arcane Defenders and the Scourge. So he must have got the Scourge from the second jackpot because he played the Arcane Defenders first. So he must have not had it yet. I mean, that I think always kind of does that. I discovered Abba's greatest hits last week. Abba's got some good stuff, man. As I get older, I just, more and more Abba tracks just kind of pop on. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, that one's pretty good too. Now all of a sudden it's like every Abba track is just a banger. Okay, deck tracker's up here, right? How is it here? Something changed with their update. How do I fix that? Because now I'm not even capturing it and I can still see it on my Hearthstone screen. I'm sure, so okay, hold on. So let's go to... Oh, duh. Okay, hold on. Wow, that could have been bad. Okay. That explains that. Hey Zelda, how are you, man? And then let's do a window capture for Hearthstone deck tracker. Okay. What's the filter? The chroma key filter? Does anybody know? What do I have to do? Chroma key, maybe? Green? Magenta?
I'm coming.
Okay, sorry.
The food is getting cold.
Wow, did I just fix that on the fly? Man, Redbeard, you are killing it. Redbeard, you are like a tech whiz over here. Did he add chat recently? Yeah, chat's loving it, huh? Keep working at it? Oh, yeah, I got it, I think. Okay, Duran. Courtesy of King Charles. I'm gonna turn it up a little, okay? I'm gonna be quiet for a little so you can hear it. I'm taking a break. Zelda, good to see you. Graham, good to see you too.
I hope this fits on the ship.
Does this song ever start, or what's going on with this Duran Duran's track? Okay.
You cannot understand the purpose.
No clubs and no shorties for now. What the hell did you just say, Zelda? Okay, I'm bringing the camera back up. I thought the song would start at some point, but apparently not. I need to kill that. Do I coin out the 4? I guess so. Or, I'm sorry, the 6. What if I hit?
You are excused.
My quest is to play 5 venomous minions today. It's called Mamba number 5. I love the Blizzard team. Yeah, sometimes they get some good ones in.
What the plague?
You are excused.
Sorry, I turned it up because I couldn't hear anything, and now it's blasting my goddamn eardrums.
Light the fuses!
This place is scary.
Could get some colossals maybe. I wouldn't consider myself a big Duran Duran fan, and I would also not say that this song has changed my mind too much. How much I like Sour Fang? This thing? Not much at all. It's an overstated, understated 5 with a not particularly good effect. It's fine, but it's not like 5 life is a lot, especially in instances like this when you're a class that can't really replenish your life total. If you have 40 life and you're a blood DK and your entire deck is built around gaining life and losing life, then yeah, it's like, sure, but all you're getting is Ascension every turn, right?
I need more mana for that.
I should have shot that.
The results of my We're going on a dangerous voyage. You win.
I could have kept the 2-4 alive at least. Gesticulate added people blush shake. Oh, that's a good one. How'd you get Phelan? From my pack to house. This is whopping 79 points on 10 to 12. Someone's getting rich in farts with their bet. Who bet? Who had faith in Redbeard? It's good to know that you will not be paying $300 a ticket to see them this summer. Wow, is that how much they're charging? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to pay that much. I need to play another minion so I can attack my, so I can attack twice with my thing. Okay, not such a great live track. So let me one up you. Although, is this live or I'm not really sure. I think it is, right? Oh, good. You to want me, Charles. I paid $100 per ticket for their fall show in Chicago, and I'm considering selling them if I can get a week's pay worth of money for them. People like Duran Duran that much? I'd pay $40 to see Cheap Trick. Draw a card and then dredge. Yeah, let's just draw a card. And then dredge. We don't need the Colossal this turn. Let's take Frost Queen. Alright, I'm just gonna Totem. I don't really want to do anything here. Charles, you fucking scalper. I should probably sit up a little better. Oh god. Man's gotta support his Twitch habit. You should all be selling off all your possessions for a profit. If it means supporting your favorite Twitch streamers. Particularly if I'm one of the top 75 or so. I mean, Amaranth's gotta eat too. Thank God for Zelda. Nexty? Hey, Nexty. Chat was disappointed there was no Lakers spam yesterday from you. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Power before death's keep.
Yeah, it was Jerb. Jerb did it. I told him, you know, I was like, hey, you shouldn't be saying that. That's my friend right there. All of you won't be laughing for long. One, you may be right, so we might as well laugh now. Two, you're probably wrong. We should have known who bet on Redbeard to win. The winner himself.
The calm before the storm.
It's a good card. Could coin something like this out, but kind of hope he gets the 3-1 and he trades the 3-1. Oh, actually, this is kind of good too, because I have this either way. Hey, we're 10-1? I thought we were 10-2. Ever any argument for this? Probably some. This is so clean. There may be a world where this comes alive and we like just play these two. He rushes, he slaps. Like maybe we just Doomsayer and shoot. Right? Could have a deadly. He only needs 4 damage, but he needs 4 damage, so in a sense, I'm somewhat optimistic.
Right between the eyes.
That's too bad. What I really don't want is to overload here.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
But I'm gonna overload here. I had my first 0-3 in a while and I closed Hearthstone. Yeah. That seems like the right move. I played one league game today and my opponent got mad that I picked Misfortune and then started feeding and it was over in like 10 minutes. So then I reported them and I closed League of Legends. Boy, if I have a minion on board, dang it.
Bask in my radiance.
Prep could be good. Prep could be worth a totem this turn. Next he going 0-3. The Lakers are going 0-4. It's not going to be a good week for him. Man, that's 0-17. 0-7, sorry. That's 0-7. So that must be freezing trap then, huh? So do I want to prep this so that I can freeze? I don't think so. It's gone very poorly as well. Little Stalker, thank you for the follow. Little Stalker. Just what I needed in my life. We give him spells, yeah, but they're probably not collateral damage. I think that was wrong. You could have just hit here, right? Or maybe not. Oh, it's not big enough to kill that. I guess I have to zap there. If I glug, I get glugged. Oh, but it's freezing. It's not freezing. Okay. How much am I overloaded here? Just one, right? So as long as I can glug. But if it's explosive, that's really bad. Hopefully that's not collateral. Have we seen the spell we gave him? We have not, right? So this is a random spell, unless I'm mistaken. Also, this has not been a good fire so far. If the Lakers do not get swept, I will give 10 subs in your channel. If they do get swept, you have to adopt a minor league baseball team and give us updates throughout the summer on them. That's pretty unfortunate that that was the random spell we gave him. Hopefully he double trades. Yeah, we definitely didn't get lucky at any stage of this particular game. We low rolled our pack, and then he probably giga high rolled the spell we gave him. Hey, wait, there you go. There was a small semblance of luck. Ever play that minion that puts a ram spell on your top of your deck? Do I ever play it? I would never draft it if I can help it. The effect's not that bad. It's not that good. It's kind of like a whatever. It's like kind of nothing. But it's an understated 4-drop with no taunt, no rush, or anything. No keywords that make it better, so. I'm looking forward to hearing how the Visalia Raptors are doing in single A baseball. A 3 is actually kind of good for us. We don't have a lot. We don't have a lot to do early with this deck. It's been hard to stream this game. I wish I liked Battlegrounds. I like Battlegrounds. Maybe I should stream Battlegrounds. If he's coining out a 2, I can doom. It's not really a ton of value in just skipping this turn. If he uses the coin here, I might just try to off curve tempo that out. Because sometimes it can be hard to like clear here. So like here, he just gets the trade. At least here there's some upside. 4 damage for 3 mana is hard to do. 3 damage for 4 mana is easy to do. I don't want anybody to stream BGs, but for you I'd watch Red. Wait, why don't you want anyone to stream it? You don't want like Crypt to stream it? Or do you mean you don't want anybody you watch to stream it? So like here we kind of wasted his coin, which is good. I'm not getting any discount. I think a 3-3 is probably better on it than a 2-4 here anyway. And then the earlier we put the frames in his deck, the higher chances, you know, that he's going to draw one. Just gets one more draw, potentially messing him up. And then the overload matters a lot if you hit it like the first or second or third turn sometimes. If you play this card later and later, and your opponent has 10 mana, like going from 10 to 8 is not necessarily that big of a deal. But going from 4 to 2 or 5 to 3, like, it's a huge deal in the early game. Just read my messages in one of the voices at this point. Being 100% honest, I want anyone to stream BGs. I don't want anyone to stream BGs. Watch anyone, sorry. I did a typo. That's not a voice, it's just how some people from Twitch chat sound. I've talked to them, you know, like I know that that's what they sound like. But I would never deliberately like make fun of my friends. Every time I'm in a matchup against Bridge Riff and I have Command of Neptune, I'm just like, oh, this is just a better Bridge Riff every turn. You need multiples, but you know. He's the next Wickety Whack. I wonder how Wickety's job at the yogurt factory is doing right now. It's not that big of a deal. It's a bit bigger of a deal. We have 18. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I sort of thought I was killing him this turn. Where did he get? He just had this? I.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Just spent 5 mana, cleared my 6-drop, and summoned a 7/7 with Rush. The turn he was overloaded. I think that's a problem. It's quite the clear. Yeah, it's a stupid game at times. Those times are, unfortunately, relatively frequent.
The more you struggle, the better.
I can give him a 5. I guess I'll just play that next turn. So if I overload this turn, maybe I just play these to get the 3/4 off the board. The taunt's kind of annoying if I roll a rush, maybe. Boy, we have Omega low rolled our last 2 instances of that card. Remornia should have 6 attack. Well, I can put him down to 5. Now you have the broken deck, that's true. Should I ever just not attack so I keep the weapon? I'm overloaded, so I can't play this. Could take out the 2/4. It stops another buff there. I wish I could attack into something else. Giving him an 8/1 doesn't really do me any good. If that was an 8/5, I would just slam it. But yeah, drawing 3 cards from his deck could be really nice. So close, yeah. It's okay, though. He must be killing the Remornia if he's making that trade. Needs 1 more attack. I really think Remornia should be a 6/10. Oh, just don't hit the Remornia. 1 damage. Wait, did he already attack with an 8? Oh, he did. Oh my god. Please, kill him. I just need 1 stinking damage. But I die if I... I die if... I guess I'm dead if I just trade anyway, right? Oh, no, I can trade one off still. I can trade... I can go face, then swing, then trade one anyway. So maybe I'm alive on board.
Many choices.
So many choices.
My blood boils.
Make them bleed. Your blood for sire.
It kind of felt like the player that deserved the win got the win there. Get this drooling idiot noob out of your game. Don't forget moron. Idiot, drooling noob, moron. Right, did he discovered lethal, the arena champ. Had to find a way to get there, and lo and behold. Yeah, I don't really. I people liked it. I don't really have a firm opinion other than I watched the first one and it just felt like I was watching like Miami Vice or something.
Rukad versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Fists of stone!
Keep these two. Again, I just don't have a lot to do on 2 or 3, but I have a lot to do on 5. So if I can get to turn 4 or 5 with some, minions on the board and then start playing Command of Neptulons, I really like it. Schooling's not a terrible pickup either, just to kind of... We're at least going to make it to turn 5, not completely dead. If he goes Anima into Imbued Axe, like, for all intents and purposes, we might be. But... not completely dead this way.
Before the storm.
Not terrible either because we have 2 scrolls.
Not for my forge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that's Imbued Axe, it's just way better to do this. So what if I go 2, 1, 2, 1? I always lose my guys, right? I guess I can keep a 1, 1. I can keep a 1, 1 on the board if I do it like this. And I think I will do that. The Mollusk, thanks for the follow. So the song sounds really loud. I don't know if it's just me. I think it was that Duran little spiel we went on. So I can play a 5, I can zap his guy and trade it off, but then I can't go 5 into 5. So I think what I'll do is coin the Gangplank, let this do something for a turn. Ooh, does that change my plan? Maybe. I'm gonna coin the Gangplank, let this do something for a turn, and then we might go Neptulon into Gangplank. We're starting 2 days in a row with at least an 11-win run. Yeah, we went 11 yesterday, and then I think we went like 6 or 8 or something, and I still didn't feel like playing like 8 hours of Hearthstone. So, that's kind of not good. And that's not big enough to stop me from free killing this. So that's good. And I guess I'll just Command of Neptulon here. So while he's getting, a fair amount of buffs, couldn't really stop too much more than that. So he kills that. He loses that. So I'm playing another one of these. I think that chopping one of these is probably correct. But man, now I kind of want to just play this. Push 10. Definitely want to glug next turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's put the pressure on him. It could just be glug on curve, right? Every time I get past 5, I want the world to end. What could it mean? Doesn't sound good. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Not play another Bridge Riff? Well, that's not that bad. All things considered, if he's hero powering here, we got a Glug. I'm gonna trade off the 4-1 to get the Glug stats. Stop like a Blade Storm type card from single-handedly killing us. Doesn't it lose the buff when it goes dormant? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, his guy? No. 12's great. I say draft more GLUGGs. Outstanding. Man, remember we used to go 12 like 5 times a week? The Colossal concept is cool, very cool. But if you're watching this bad boy on YouTube, that's good. Make sure to hit some